Hi, this is Mike Henriksen from Velocity in Europe in London. I'm here with Donald Foss. Donald, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
So how are the conversations been for you this week here?
So far the conversation's been very good. The breadth of people we had, the different areas they're coming from and how they're different aspects of trying to achieve performance and what they're trying to get with it for the value prop has been certainly varied and certainly looking some of the newer things people are doing. It's just been fantastic.
So you've been to all Velocities except for the one last summer.
In Berlin.
In Berlin, okay.
Yes.
So do you notice any difference here in the people, or is it the same tribe, or?
The velocity changes every single year.
Okay.
I mean, certainly we have, your focus moves back and forth. One of the things I really like this year is how you have your tracks on culture as well as technology itself. That's something in previous sessions with ALSPA that we saw that was interesting, that I thought was useful, and a lot of people have gravitated towards not just how do I make stuff work, but how will you handle situations to recover from that without killing your staff.
Okay.
Those have been very interesting and useful, I think, for a lot of people.
More like tech culture and how do you manage and all that.
Exactly, which is not, one wouldn't have thought initially it was a natural offshoot of the velocity piece. But since we have to deal with things that we're trying to make work and maybe newer or interesting, they don't always perform. And since we're dealing with performance, it doesn't always work. How do you deal with that not working, and how do you actually make it work, not technically, but culturally as well as technically, which is the important missing piece sometimes.
So Keynote, can you give us a little bit, what is your unique play in the space?
Keynote has a hard time defining a unique play. Our overall goal, simply put, is making the internet a better place. Making people happier internet, better performances, more satisfaction with their interaction on the internet itself. When I say better place, I'm not talking about content necessarily, but as far as how your satisfaction level works with your experiences on the internet. That could be with the speed, it could be with reliability, it could be does third-party tags load and the content not load, it could be with usability testing. All of those have several pieces to do with it. And we're trying to look at all three screens, whether it be the mobile screen, the tablet screen, the browser screen. To us, it doesn't really matter that much because it's still people using the internet, and we want a high level of satisfaction.
Do you see most of your customers wanting to focus on mobile? Is that the big hot spot right now?
It's the big hot spot in the industry at a high level. The customer base themselves, they're not all using it yet. Many of them have plans to get there and are interested in what to be doing that way, what are the best in class, and so on. That doesn't mean they're using it right now. Or they may be getting into it, whether they're playing with an HTML5 version of their website that looks like an app versus native apps versus going full bore into it. It kind of varies across the gamut who's doing what and what industry they're in.
So if you could put on your fortune teller cap, where are you guys going and where is this industry going in the next 3 to 5 years?
I think the industry is definitely to be going more mobile. And the way we think of mobile now is and some of the issues we have is going to suddenly become ubiquitous in a few years. Part of that is tech, part of that is carriers, part of it is learning how to adapt some of the devices we have to take advantage and work better with the technologies that exist now.
Like cars and things like that.
Exactly. I mean, I was thinking more specifically about, like your carrier lag time between initiating connection that's already open. So every time you go to load a new page, if it's been down for a few minutes, you got an initial lag. You think it's the website, but it's actually your carrier. So those sort of things will be overcome. But as you said, the Internet of Things is also rapidly moving into that, and how the Internet of Things connects to the rest of the world, I really don't think is going to be always broadband.
Yeah.
I think that many of them are going to start connecting however they want to, and you'll even know it. I mean, think about OnStar, an early leader in that Internet of Things and integration. People don't think about, well, do I have a Wi-Fi or a phone in the car to make it hook up to? It just works. Yes. It connects and it talks. And I think more and more of the Internet of Things is going to start working that way.
Excellent.
I mean, my alarm system at home.
Yep.
Doesn't attach to the phone line. It does connect to the internet, but it has its own cellular modem built into it. I don't worry about it. It just does its stuff, and how it connects is not my problem. It just works.
Yep. And that's the future.
That's the future. That's what we're trying to get to make things just work.
Donald, I hope we see you at more Velocities.
I certainly intend to. It's one of my favorite events of the year.